Good morning, everyone. Michelle with Crafty Servings from our Facebook page of Crafty Servings. I'm on today to give a little bit of Christmas inspiration, and it actually inspired me walking through Hobby Lobby. If I don't show this to you now, sometimes some of the stuff is gone by the time I would show it later on. I don't necessarily always make Christmas this early, but so I thought I would do this today. I got everything from Hobby Lobby, so I'm gonna wait a minute to see if I can get some people to come on and have a chat with me. If you come on, let me know, say good morning, where you're from, and we'll get started in a minute. It's easy. It takes a little bit longer, but it's easy. It just depends how good you are at cutting. And so come on and say hi, and I'll just wait another minute and see if we can get people on. So it's a fall, warm fall day here. Sharon, how did you get off this morning? Hi, Tina. Thank you. I love my shirt too. I really would like to start doing a Facebook page with just some clothes, like boutique clothes. I would love to do this because I once in a while get people to comment. I'll get messages where I got my stuff from, and I love dressing up. Isn't that cute? So, and it sort of matches what I'm working with today, right? So, yeah, let me know where you're from. Sharon, I know where you're from. Tina, I believe I remember where you're from. You guys have come on a lot. I didn't make a Tina. I wish I could take credit for it. I'm not that good. No, I'm not that good. No. So that's sort of outside of my realm. If I had a fancier sewing machine, which I love sewing, I maybe could do like stitching, like stitch some of this on. But no, not this time. This is actually, I'll tell you, this was a Maurice's find. And I saw it a few weeks ago, and they didn't have it in my size. And then I was in a different one this weekend, and I found it. It was the last one in my size, so I was excited. It's just a fun fall. I don't normally always wear fall same, but it lasts for a few months, so. And I love the buffalo plaid. Yep, Tina, check out Maurice's. That's where it is. So, all right, I am going to get on. Again, when you come on, please comment. Let me know where you're from. If you're watching later on, just mark that you're watching in a replay. I've been getting a lot of views on the videos. I'm excited. That makes me happy. If you like what I do, go ahead and pass it on, sprinkle the love on. It helps. It really helps me, and I love seeing where everybody's from. So I'm going to get started. Like I was saying, this is a Hobby Lobby inspired decoration. So this is the Christmas tree I'm going to decorate today. There's not much to it. Seriously, we got this and this, and we've got a decoration to put on it. And I'm Mod Podging the fabric on. You see a lot of this in Hobby Lobby. And this actually is from Hobby Lobby. You could paint this tree. I'm not going to paint it. I want the natural look. So I'm just gonna take this off. Let's see. This was $10. If you don't go in there for much, and you can usually pull up a 40% off coupon on your phone. That you could probably get it cheaper. And right now I think everything's on sale there too, all the Christmas stuff, so you might be able to get it cheaper. So this is a little bit more expensive one that I normally do. Hi Lori from Vermont, glad you came on. All right, so we've got the tree, and I've got buffalo plaid fabric. Both of these are from Hobby Lobby. You can get this from probably any other store. The tree, I'm not so sure of. So what I'm going to do, and I want it to stay sort of rustic. Like I said, you could paint it first, but I want to see that natural wood look for how the decoration I'm going to put on at the end that I'll show you. I want to keep that natural look. So I'm not painting it, I'm not staining it, but you certainly can. You see it's got its own freestanding, it's a cute little tree, all right? So what I'm doing, I'm going to Mod Podge fabric. I do that a lot. I love it. Lori, I'm glad you caught it too. And thank you very much. I appreciate it. Sometimes I feel like I bore people, but I love doing it. So I'm going to keep doing this. All right. So I probably got about a yard of fabric that I got here. You won't need nearly that much. So I'm just going to lay the fabric on, and this doesn't really have a front or back. So I'm just going to lay it down, and we're going to lay the tree on. Now, because it's got the stand in the end, I have it laying off the table. Now, I did grab this ruler because I don't want the marking to get on the tree, but I think because I have sort of a gap under here, it's not going to get on. Thank you, Sharon. You are like one of my biggest fans, I think, too. I got the tree, Lori, from Hobby Lobby. So, and right now I think they're on sale. I'm not sure if they're still on sale. I think all their Christmas stuff was on sale though. So because this has a pattern in it, I want it to stay sort of straight. So I'm going to try and line up. You see here, this is probably my best point to line up. How it's straight here. That's where I'm going to line it up so that it's straight. I have straight lines on each side of here. And I'm just going to try and see if I can't get this straight. If it's not completely straight, it'll be okay. But because of the fabric, and I've got the tree pushed up nice and tight against the table, so that should keep it sort of straight too, as long as I have my fabric straight on the table. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to take a marker. You're not going to see the marker. Like I said, if this was higher, I would probably put this down so that I don't get marker on the tree, because I'm not staining and I'm not painting it. I'm just going to go through and I'm going to mark my fabric because I want to cut it. You're not going to see this when it's done. And I'm just going to make the lines and then cut it out. Now this is a little bit more tedious of your Mod Podging because you got to cut it out. I've done fabric before where you just put it on the whole thing, but this has breaks in, which adds a little bit of character to it. So we're gonna do that. All right. So I've got the tree pattern on there. Let's see. You can sort of see the line there. I'm just gonna cut that out, and I'm gonna stay just to the inside of the line. Now, because I want some of that tree showing, I'm going to be cutting this down even more because I want edges all the way around. All right, Lori, as far as I know, we don't have Hobby Lobby. Go online. They are online, and I know you can shop online at Hobby Lobby. I've given out some links to people on Hobby Lobby, or I was looking for someone, Sharon, was that you, for ornament that I had done and I picked up at Hobby Lobby, and she couldn't find it at her Hobby Lobby, and we went online and neither one of us could find it online, and then when I went back in mine, I saw it, I saw the name, and it was named something completely different. So, all right, I'm just going to finish cutting inside of the line that I drew, because I don't want the marker to show. And I'm going to end up trimming it even a little more. Like I said, I want some of the tree to not show. And I'm going to get this out of my way. I think I'll keep the marker. I may need to mark it yet. Okay, so when I lay this on here, it looks a little big yet. And it's actually like almost exactly on, but again, I want to see some of this. So, and I want to take some of this point out. So I am going to just cut at the top here. I'm going to cut, oh, I didn't show you that very well, did I? I just cut a little section so that I know I'm going to see the top of that. The comments are in the way. I'm not necessarily seeing it. Becky, yes, I'm sorry. I'll try talking louder. I get that a lot, especially from my husband. So I will try talking louder. Okay, so now I'm just going to make a little cut, I think. I'm not going to use the marker now. I'm just going to make a little cut. Can you hear me now? I mean, can everybody hear me? I don't want you to miss that. Sorry. All right, I'm going to make little cuts. Now, you saw where there's grooves in the tree. I'm just going to make a little cut by each one. And I don't have to do both sides because of the pattern. I'm going to be able to follow when I cut the pattern. Becky, can you tell me, can you hear me better now? All right, so I'm just going to cut across and I'm going to have my separate pieces. Now again, I'm going to have to trim them down a little bit because I want to see the sides of the tree. And I'm just cutting where I made the little marks. Let's see, can you guys see this? I'm feeling this tree is a little big. I'll back it up a little bit here. And I'm just laying each one. Just see this. All right, and if I miss your comments, I apologize. Sometimes they get past me without me seeing them. All right, and see, it was easy to follow the lines for this just because of the pattern. You don't need, good, Becky. You don't need a buffalo plaid, but that's really, like I said, my inspiration from Hobby Lobby is because I got so much of this and matched up with white. It's going to be a really pretty Christmas with this. So now, again, because I want, when I just lay it on here, it's right up to the edge. I want to see some of that edge because I want it to look a little more rustic. So I'm going to take each piece and just trim off a little bit off of each side. And what's that? And I want to get a little bit off the bottom too, because we want to make sure that we're going to see that all the way around. I think I can actually do a little more. So you're just going to end up playing with this. So because this is going to take me a couple minutes to be cutting this, why don't you tell me what you guys are working on or what you're up to today? I'm going to be online, maybe getting a few more things posted in my Etsy store. I've been sewing a lot of scarves. I've been working on costumes for my grandchildren. So I'm sewing on them. All right, see the difference now when I show you. You can see there's that wood edge on the outside compared to the others. I hope you can see the difference there. So that's the look you're getting. So now I'm going to go through on each one and cut that little bit off, just a little bit at a time. You'd rather have a little bit more to cut off because once you cut it, it's gone. So you want to make sure you're just doing a little at a time. And you're going to have to do a little from each side. Again, from the buffalo plaid, doing from the top and the bottom is actually pretty easy because you've got a line to follow. All right, and again, I'm doing this so early, but I want to make sure that you can get into Hobby Lobby while they still have these trees. Because sometimes if we wait to do the crafts and you go in to do them, it's not going to be there anymore. So that's the next one. You just lay each one down. So I've got 2 more left to do. And again, just trim a little bit off of each side. Has anybody else started any kind of Christmas crafts? I know I've been doing the fall lately, and I've showed you some of them. I think you sort of wait with the Christmas crafts until you can put them up, but again, some of it might be gone, so that's why you gotta at least go get the stuff early so you have it to work on. They have the pretty stuff right now in Hobby Lobby. I could just go in and look and say, I'll take one of everything. Thank you, Tina. Well, that makes me feel good. And we've got 3 of them done, and you see the wood in between. That's the look I want to get. So this is a really easy craft. You just have to take your time when you're cutting it. And it's I thought it would take a little longer. It really isn't going to take long. I'm not going to be on long with you guys. I don't have to bore you. All right. So just take one more cut off the top and the bottom, and I think I'm going to be set to put it on. And if you see there's other things that at Hobby Lobby that can inspire you, thanks, Noelani. I think I got that right again this time. I think it's going to be really cute too. I have not tried it, but like I said, it's inspired by Hobby Lobby. How can you go wrong? You know, they have so much with buffalo plaid check. I love Mod Podge with fabric. It's so easy. I struggle with paper. I get bubbles, and you know, if people have more tips on doing with paper, that's perfect for me. All right, Sharon, you have a great day too. I hope you see it better. All right. So, can you see each one now? That's going to be really cute. So, let me just show you one other thing. I'm just going to grab. This was another Hobby Lobby inspired, but I'm going to take this top off because I don't like it. I don't like this part. But look at, they have these cones, they're cardboard cones, and I just put the fabric on. These are exactly what Hobby Lobby looks like. And then decorate them. Like I said, I don't like this. I don't like the color that I used on here. I'm going to take this off. The star is cute. But so, you know, you put some of these together, that's going to be really cute. Thank you, Michelle. I appreciate that. All right, so I'm going to get started on Mod Podging these. I'm still trying to make sure you guys can see what I'm doing. So again, there's not much in doing Mod Podge for fabric. I'm not going to do on top of the fabric. I'm going to use this as a glue. So all I'm going to do is, and this is the matte Mod Podge. I like the dull finish. All I'm going to do is just put a little bit on, and it can go all the way to the edges because you want to make sure, and you want enough. For fabric, you do need enough because it's going to absorb into it, and you want to use it, like I said, like a glue. So just put enough on, have a good layer on it, and lay your fabric on. Get lined up. And fabric stretches a little, so you might need to align it a little bit by moving it with your fingernails. So I think I'm talking quieter again. Hi, Marla. This is the first time watching. I think I've seen comments from you. Well, thanks for coming on. I try and do Mondays just because this is my day that I can get off of work. Now, this didn't stick good here. I'm just going to add a little more down the bottom. And I don't want to do on top because I don't want the Mod Podge sheen, even though this is a matte finish. I don't want that sheen on there. So I just want it stuck on. Like I said, I'm using it as a glue. And you do need to use enough Mod Podge. Again, from fabric, it will soak in. So if you want it to stay glued on, you have to put enough Mod Podge on. For paper, you don't, I believe. Marla, I do too. Buffalo check is so cute. I have a sister-in-law who has her kitchen decorated in a buffalo check. I've only seen pictures of it because she's not near me, but it would be so pretty. All right, so you can see the amount. I don't know if you can see the amount that I put on. You can always lift it up a little bit and add, but then you just lay your fabric down and press it on. Again, fabric is so much easier to me than paper because this isn't going to bubble up. It soaks in and it stays flat. All right, let's do the next one. See how quick this part is? Well, I'm glad you caught me live this time, Marla. I appreciate it. I don't like talking to myself all the time, so I do get a few people that come on and will talk with me. It feels funny talking to myself, especially when I know people are going to watch me talking to myself later on. All right, so I'm just going to finish. Again, make sure you have enough because this is your glue for the fabric, and the fabric will absorb it. Get it on all the way to the edge on each one. Lay the tree on. Make sure you guys are seeing this. Lay the fabric on the tree and just press it down. This is going to be really cute. I'm liking it already. How many of you think you're going to go out and try this? Now, if a little bit of the edges are lifting up a little bit, just go out and push them back down. If you have to add a little Mod Podge, just lift it up and do that. All right, last one. Cindy, watching as you drive from Yakima, Washington to Twin Falls. Well, thanks for watching. Do you have a problem with reception when you do that? I'm not sure where Yakima is or Twin Falls. It sounds like it's gorgeous area, but I think my phone probably would have problems with reception. So this is the last one. Cindy, are you from Washington? All right. Again, just show, I think I want a little bit more glue on this one. You can't probably have too much when it comes to the fabric. Have it all the way to the edges. The edges are going to dry even though you're not going to see it. And lay this last one on, just line it up. There you go. Well, that's a nice visit, visiting your son, Cindy. Do you drive there most of the time? My husband and I love driving. We drive for almost yearly for a trip somewhere because we like being able to stop and get out places. Isn't that cute? Oh my gosh, I do love it. All right, so there's just going to be a finishing touch. And also Hobby Lobby. So there's actually two things. So I have some of this jute, which I'm going to add on. And the reason why I'm using this thicker jute, you could use raffia, you could use ribbon. Thank you, Tina. You could use anything, but the decoration I have on is also from Hobby Lobby. This is a pack. I just ripped the top off before. I didn't even use any out of it yet. It's a pack of these metal snowflakes. They already have the jute hanger on, and that's what I'm going to use. So this was a pack of 4 of them, and we're going to use one. Thank you, Lori. And I don't need to do it. You could either glue this on if you like, but I like this. Cindy, RV, that would be nice because then you can stay anywhere too, right? All right. I have a bug on my table. Sorry. Yeah, it would be really a nice gift. All right. So I'm not going to glue it on. I'm going to hang it on, and I'm just going to hang it like that. Isn't that really cute? Thanks, Marla. All right, so then, like I said, I've got this jute, which matches this jute. So I'm running low on it, but it'll work. So I'm going to just do a little bow at the bottom. That's going to be done. I need to see what I'm doing, so just cut a big chunk off. And I'm just going to tie a simple bow. And cut off the ends that you don't like. You don't need the super long ends. That's it. Now that was easy, and that was actually quicker than what I thought it would be. So what do you guys think? So if you're liking and you do this, please message me a picture. You can have a little padding. Padding would be really cute under it too. The other thing that I've done before too is if you don't necessarily want to see the wood edges on another board, I've done where I cut right in the middle like I did, but I didn't trim anything off. And then I did the Mod Podge, and then I tucked the edges in. So with with the padding under it, you could do that, but you'd have to cut the pieces even bigger. So you'd be cutting that tree bigger. But yeah, then I would tuck the edges in, and you'd have the fabric on the whole thing. You wouldn't see any of the wood. But then I would paint the edges, where right now I didn't even have to do that because I love the look of the rustic, the wood. So like I said, if you guys have done one of these trees now, if you're going to do one, please get me pictures. You can use any fabric, any decoration on it. But this was just really simple, easy, and quick. You can catch me on Facebook, which is where you're watching me right now. I'm Michelle with Crafty Servings. I also have an Etsy page, Crafty Servings. I hit my 100th person on Instagram. Please go find me on Instagram and follow my page there. You might see more than what you see here. I also am starting Pinterest, where I'm starting to get my boards built up on there. So please go ahead and pass this on so people see and can follow me. And I would love to see pictures. Michelle, I got both the tree and the fabric at Hobby Lobby. And this snowflake at Hobby Lobby. Sunday Lisa, I'm not sure I'm saying it right, but thank you, from Georgia. Marla, thanks for sprinkling my video. I appreciate it. So Marla is helping me pass it on to people. I can't say all the words we want to say because then Facebook doesn't like that and they don't pass on as much. So there's certain words I can't, but thank you for doing that. So I will see you guys all next week, God willing, and we will talk to you soon.